Thank you very much, Lord Mayor. The first thing I would like to say is that we... Can I finish? The first thing I would like to say is that Professor Brendan Walsh on irisheconomy.ie dispelled this idea of extreme weather. The weather, in fact, if you average the temperatures over the last 50 years, has hardly shifted in Dublin at all beyond one standard deviation. That's the first thing, and there is not a trend up or down. It's consistent. Facts are very precious. Second thing I would like to say is I'd like to thank the Civil Defence, who the City Manager has told us was out all the time, and that has got to be acknowledged. Third thing I want to say is that in relation to watershed areas and penumbra areas where different feeders of water come in and you've got a very low pressure area, that has caused a huge crisis. And one of the holes in the City Council's website is a non-listing of these areas. It would be very useful for the public to know if they happen to be in a penumbra area, so that they know that they have a much greater problem than anybody else. Secondly, in relation to Hampton Wood, it's quite clear that you can be populist about this, but Margaret Geraghty, the Assistant Area Manager, is the one who negotiated with that management company on behalf of residents and on behalf of me and my other councillors to try and get something done, and she should be acknowledged as having done a hell of a good job, because without her and without the council, these people wouldn't have had water at all. The other thing I want to say is that the website could be improved in that regard, and I also want to point out that natural disasters happen by definition serendipity, and when something happens that is unexpected, you can expect the unexpected if you're a very good manager. And how do you deal with the unexpected? We had the Lord Mayor flying kites in the press and on the radio about reducing rates and things like that for specific businesses who suffer profit loss, and I think that's absurd. The way to deal with these sort of things is to insure against it. Sorry, can I just finish can I finish, please? What I am saying is that you should insure against such losses, and that the city or the Dublin Business Association or whoever else is involved in these collectives should actually insure against the impacts of adverse weather events, in the same way that Professor Honohan last Friday said that the state should have insured against the tail effects in the banks, which would have sorted out the market problem. In other words...
Thanks very much. Councillor Nisha Murray. No, you are finished. I'm dealing... We have parity of esteem in this chamber, unlike other places. So it's Councillor Murray. Thank you.
I'd like to cede my time to Councillor. That's a joke, Lord Mayor.